If you have ever needed to export or resave multiple 3ds Max files, you know it's usually a manual process. This is a small script I put together to simplify that. Here's a quick example. I got a folder with multiple files. Normally, I would go through them one by one. Instead, I just run the script, hit convert, and it processes everything automatically. Let's set it up. You can download the script from my Archviz Explain Gumroad page. I will leave the link in the description. Once you download it, unzip the file, then just drag and drop it directly into the viewport. Follow the installation steps that appear on the screen. Once it's installed, add it to a toolbar. To do that, go to Customize, User Interface. Find the tool under the category called Program Labs and drag it into a new toolbar. Go ahead and open it. Okay, let's take a look at the UI. On the left side, you have all the controls. This is where you make all the decisions about what to do and how to do it. On the right side, you have the list of files you want to process. At the very top, you will see the preset section. We will come back to this later. For now, let's focus on getting some files loaded. You have two ways to bring files in. You can load an entire folder, or you can pick individual files. Let me load a folder. Right away, you can see all the files populate on the right side. You also get information like file size and the 3ds Max version. The version number might seem like a small detail, but trust me, it matters. 3ds Max can open files saved in older versions, but it cannot open files saved in a newer version than the one you're currently running. Now, let's say you loaded a whole folder, but you don't actually need every single file. No problem, you can clean up the list. Maybe I only want to work with these 3 files. Okay, the next section is where I want you to pay the most attention to. This is where you tell the tool what to do with your files. If you select Max, you get an additional option, the version you want to save down to. So for example, if you open files from 2024, but someone needs it in Max 2022, you can automatically resave all of them as 2022 in one go. Just set the version and the tool handles it. Now, if you switch the output to something like FBX or OBJ, the Max version dropdown gets grayed out and disabled. That makes perfect sense. You're no longer saving a Max file. You're exporting to a different format entirely. One important thing to understand about export formats. The tool uses your current 3ds Max export settings. So if you need specific settings, let's say you want to export OBJ files without materials, you need to go into 3ds Max export options, set those preferences and save them. Now, when the batch runs, it will apply those exact settings to every file. Next, let's talk about the safety options. Append version to file name. This adds the Max version number to the output file name. Skip existing files. If you run the same batch twice, maybe you added a couple of new files and you want to process everything again. This option tells the tool to skip any files it's already handled. My advice, leave both of these on by default. Last setting before we run. Where do you want the output files to go? You can send them to the same folder as the originals, or you can choose a separate destination folder. Personally, I almost always use a separate folder, and I would recommend you to do the same. It keeps your original files untouched and your converted files organized in their own clean location. Let's run it. Hit convert. You will see the process updating in real time as each file gets processed. The tool moves through the queue one by one, and you can watch it working. When it's done, look at the right side. Each file will have a color-coded status indicator. Green is done, and it means that it has successfully processed. Yellow, skip, already existed, so the tool left it alone. And red, fail. Something went wrong with this one. Let's say a few files show up red after the batch finishes. The most common reason is a version mismatch. If one of your files was saved in Max 2025 or 2026, but you're currently running Max 2024, Max simply cannot open the file. And if the tool cannot open it, it cannot convert it. The fix is straightforward. Open a newer version of 3ds Max, one that's equal to or newer than the version those files were saving. Then run the exact same batch process again. This time, the tool will be able to open and process those files, and they will come back green. Okay, you got the basics down. Now, let me show you presets. Every time you have to remember, set the output format, set the version, choose the destination folder, check the safety options. What if you could just load a preset and have all that already configured? Here's how it works. Click Save Preset. Give it a name, something like Export to Match 2022, and hit Save. Let me create a few while we are here. I will make one for Match 2022, one for OBJ exports that saves to a specific OBJ folder, and one for DWG. Now, whenever I need any of these workflows, I just select the preset name and everything will be loaded automatically. One reminder though, and I want to say this again because it's easy to forget. Your export format settings in 3ds Max itself are not saved with the preset. So the next time you launch Max and load your OBJ preset, you will want to double check your OBJ export options in Max before you hit convert. This tool is not a fancy render or a complex simulation. It's just a smart, well-designed solution to problems that waste a surprisingly amount of time. And the thing is, that's often where the real productivity gains come from. So next time you find yourself opening files one by one, going through the same motions over and over, you will know there's a better way. If you found this tutorial helpful, consider supporting my work on Ko-fi/Archviz Explain. It helps me create more tutorials like this one. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to click the like and subscribe button. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. And thank you for watching.